Hey everybody, I'm not sure where you're all located to say good morning, good afternoon, but the day is moving along and I hope that in the couple of posts that I have shared this morning that you're kind of either starting to kind of ponder a few more questions or having some of those questions answered. Now Reese this morning asked a very poignant question. What if I'm not where I want to be on my journey? What kind of coach can I be? I have so many opinions and thoughts on this topic, and I'm going to share this with you. First, everybody who decides to start their journey on becoming healthier, fitter, mentally healthier, you have something to share. You have a journey to share. So whether you start sharing that from the get-go, which I think is hugely beneficial for you, or you wait a couple of months until you feel a little bit more confident in your success and your own journey, that is going to be completely up to you. But if you were my coach, or if I was your coach, I would say share now, because I think if each one of us stop and really kind of maybe look at a time in our life where things have been a little bit hard or we've struggled, or maybe you've even heard somebody's story and said, wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. And it inspired you. That's what I want you to realize what we are as coaches. We are that shining light. We are that inspiration. We are that real life struggle. We are the person that's going to lift you up. We are the one that's going to encourage people no matter what to overcome their objections, because at some point in your journey, you are going to realize, whether it's walking it your own or by having your own coach or your support network, build you up to believe that you can accomplish anything if you put in enough time, sweat, dedication, sacrifice. So if you're not where you want to be, if you're not at your ideal goal weight, and I hear that so often, or if you're not at your goal physique, or maybe you're just starting to learn to eat healthy and real foods, that doesn't matter. All that matter is that you have the desire and the passion and just the desire. I'll go back to that, to improve. That is all you need. You don't need special education. You don't need to go out and be certified in any fitness training or health coach training or anything like that. What you need to have is that passion and that drive to become the person that you really want to be and know you can be physically, mentally, and emotionally. And you're going to share that. That's all we do. We share our journey. We provide the support. We provide, different bits of knowledge. And that's such a wide range from coach to coach. So for example, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. My journey started 6 years ago, roughly, and I've always kind of been that skinny fat person until maybe my early 20s, and then I gained quite a bit of weight through a marriage from very early age. I think I was married 21. And I put on probably a good 40 pounds. And so around that time, I was topping out about 160, 164. I'm 5'4", so while I do carry my weight well, from what I've been told, that's still a lot for my frame. Considering I'd never been that weight, I would always say I was right around the 120. But skinny in the 120. Skinny, not muscular, not fit, not healthy, just skinny. And then, went through a divorce, moved out of state, dropped that weight, was still skinny, hated working out, would go through periods of, going to the gym for a day and then not. And, it wasn't until I was 35, after my second child, where I was emotionally and physically beat. I was done. I hit my rock bottom. And I knew something had to change. I had yo-yoed with trying to lose weight, and that's the only thing I ever did. I didn't try to become healthy. I tried to lose weight, and I would yo-yo at it. I would always search for those quick fixes and take the pills and skip the meals or eat the cabbage soup. And I was in such extreme physical pain from a broken tailbone that also affected my hips and my back, and all of that affected my mental state. And amongst having two small children who hated to sleep through the night, I was going on 5 years of complete sleep deprivation, emotional distress, and physical pain. I was done. So I kind of skipped over the fact, where I said that I had lost all this weight. Well, with both of my children, both my pregnancies, I topped out at nearly 200 pounds giving birth. And I didn't lose that weight right away. I'd lose around 20 pounds. And so come this 5-year mark where I was 35 and I knew something had to change, I was still sticking around that 160 mark. And so, mind you, I had tried every gym membership and, walking and doing all of these kinds of things, but I was never consistent. And it wasn't until that I really, like I said, I hit rock bottom, that I knew something had to change, that I, was tired of being that person that started something and quit something. And I borrowed P90X from a friend. I knew I couldn't ask my husband to buy it because he had bought me every membership. He had bought me a fancy treadmill, and I didn't use it. So I knew that I couldn't ask him to buy it because I didn't want to have that conversation with him. And so I borrowed it and I committed like I'd never committed before. And I worked out in 90 days. I worked out for 87 days. Now I know that because I actually tracked it. And I didn't skip. And from that moment on, I was changed. I was changed in so many ways because I realized that I didn't need a gym. I realized that this program provided me the results mentally and physically that I never dreamed I would get. And I'll tell you, it changed me more mentally than I was prepared for. I had no idea about how it would change me mentally. And from that, I was changed, and I decided that I've never gotten this emotional. This was a company that I believed in because it changed me so much. And so when you are worried that you aren't enough or where you should be to be a great coach, you're wrong. You have so much where you are today to offer somebody that will not only help somebody else, but will help you so much that you might not even realize it. So I apologize for getting emotional. I honestly have never gotten that emotional about it. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to share this with you. And then also, as far as not knowing all of the products, it's okay. We don't expect you to know all of the products, especially right away. Our company does have part of the training that you go through is becoming, aware that you need to be a product of the product. And so, yes, we don't want you to sign up to be a coach as a business builder and just go out and try and sell. We want you to change your health and fitness and be that product of the product. Now, how you go about doing that is solely up to you. We've got old programs, we have new programs, we have mid-level programs, all kinds of programs, but being that product, going through the stages with the products is an important part. Does it mean you have to do all 25-ish programs? No, not by any means. Some people like that. Some people stick to, 2, 3, 4 programs and rotate with that, and then they, combine them and do things like that. So that's totally fine too. There's easy ways to become knowledgeable about our programs, and so don't fear. We have you covered. It's a matter of just diving in and learning that and being a great student, because we are a growth company, like I mentioned in one of our one of my posts. And so we constantly have to be growing our mind and our knowledge in so many different ways. Does that take up a lot of time? Yes and no, but I would lean more to the no side. This is something that you can definitely, spend 10 minutes gaining knowledge on something, every day or every other day. So, this isn't something that you are only going to be successful at if you have, 9 hours, 8 hours a day to work out. So anyway, I'm going to leave that be. I hope that answers some of your questions. Again, apologize for getting emotional. I want you to realize that is me just sharing with you how much this opportunity has changed me. So I look forward to hearing some of your comments and questions, and we'll be coming at you. I'll be discussing more on the training throughout the day. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye.